Hello everybody, and thank you for visiting my channel, Airtime Hail. This video today will be about Banshee at Kings Island. It was the world's longest inverted coaster at 4,124 feet long. I can't remember what number this was, but out of all of the inverts I've been on, this is probably like number 2 for me. It's tied with number 2 with Afterburn, so at Carowinds. Anywho, the stats. Like I said, 4,124 feet long, 167 feet tall with a 150-foot drop. It goes 68 miles per hour and has 7 inversions. The trains, there are 3 when it's running at full capacity. Costs them about $24 million to build. Anyway, the theming, at least for Cedar Fair Park, for the time it came out, was pretty good. I mean, for Cedar Fair. You approach the ride, and there's this big, beautiful plaza. You've got this great-looking sign that a lot of times they'll run fog on, and as you approach the queue, you see like this string of tombstones with these designs on them, but the most notable one is this real big one, and it's got the picture and the date that Son of Beast opened and the date that it closed. Now, a couple of years back, I noticed this on one trip I took up there, and then after I noticed it, I got on YouTube and checked it out, and it was everywhere. It was all over social media and everything like that. So at the base of that tombstone, there was actually a few planks of wood, and people theorized that that was wood from the old structure of Son of Beast. So then rumors started going wild about there would be this RMC Son of Beast, and it didn't happen. Maybe it will, though. Fingers crossed. Anyway, and after the tombstones and all of that, you look and see the station is made to look like a Gothic church, like a haunted church. And it's really neat because when you're standing in the queue in the station waiting to board the train, if you look up at nighttime, because you can't see it during the day because it's a light, dummy, you can notice that the lights are actually kind of flashing and sort of sweat. It's really cool for Cedar Fair, like, and that's not even the end of the theming. It's really incredible. Anyway, you leave the station, you go up the lift hill, and just as you're cresting the lift hill, this Banshee's wail comes out. And if you haven't ridden it, it still might not surprise you because it's loud as hell. And when you're standing in the line for it, you can hear it. You can hear it from many places in the park. Anyway, unlike a lot, if not most, B&M inverts, there is no pre-drop. Normally the pre-drop is where it disengages from the chain. It's supposed to cause less stress on the chain, making maintenance a little bit easier, but they didn't put that on Banshee. Banshee goes directly into the drop, and it's like the sort of classic B&M curved, sweeping drop. Even that, I prefer like a regular drop, but this, you pull a lot of G's going down this. It's pretty intense for what it is. Out of the inverts I've been on, it's my favorite drop, actually. Excuse me. Coughing like a smoker pack a day. Anyway, after the drop, you rise up into a dive loop, which is pretty fun, but you're going so quick you almost don't even have time to realize it's happening. That's followed by a loop that goes around the lift. It's a really neat visual. It doesn't add much as far as ride experience goes, but it's really neat visual. If you're planning on taking pictures or video, it's definitely something you'll want to check out. Then, as a matter of fact, I think it's only a handful around the world that even do that. After that, you go into a 0G roll. It's really neat the way that it's built. It is a 0G roll, but instead of going sort of straight and linear like a lot of them do, it almost arcs a little bit. and it's really neat. You go into it going uphill, and when you come out of it, you're going downhill. I can never tell on the ride, but it's just another neat visual with the ride. So, excuse me. After that, you're followed by a pretzel loop, which, if you don't know, is a combination of a dive loop, and then you come out into an Immelman. And after that, you enter the second loop, which kind of isn't as memorable, but it's still pretty intense because you've got to remember you're going almost 70 miles an hour. Then after that, you go into this sort of, it's like a slow motion inline twist, and it's really neat visually and on the ride. It's this really, if it weren't for those vest restraints, you probably get some pretty cool hang time. But even at that, it's this weird sensation. Um, Overall, I would probably tell this train to fuck off. After that, overall, like if I had to grade it from like 1 to 10, it would probably be an 8 or so. But among the inverts I've ridden, like I said,